guys, welcome back to Life at the M. I hope you are ready for this awesome before and after. So a little while back I posted a little teaser on our Instagram of this fireplace project. This is at our home, and this is something that we've been wanting to do honestly since we bought it. So I hope you're excited, I hope you're ready, and let's get into it. So these are the before pictures. These are actually listing photos of the living room. A lot of people love the brick. I love brick, but we also have even more brick in the room behind this room. So I really wanted to kind of shift the direction of the design of this space. This is kind of current layout with current furniture, and this is it. So quick little sneak peek of it after. So stay tuned. We started with taking off the previous mantle, which was a yellow pine mantle, and the TV mount. And I looked at a couple of different ideas as far as materials go. And my husband being a contractor, me being a designer, we've dealt with a lot of different materials of stoneworks, etc., and concluded with using a thin set material that is pretty much what you put on like the backside of tile before you set it. It's not the grout material, that's something different. So we ended up using a large format type of thin set because it does have more adhesive in it, which helped to get it to stick. We ended up overall having to do about 4 layers of it because there was quite a bit of a difference between the depth of the brick versus the mortar, and I wanted a very smooth, cohesive look. And originally I had an idea of doing a kind of partial revealed brick. So if you're familiar with different areas in New Orleans and the different style of like historical buildings and stuff, there is a really cool style where the brick is kind of revealed behind the different layers of hundreds of years of time. And I wanted to try that on this to see if it would work. I had a feeling it wouldn't, but I just wanted to try it because I knew that if I didn't try it, I would have always wondered. We tried it. It did not work. Not in this situation how I wanted it to. Other people may have liked it. For me, it just wasn't the look I was going for. So we ended up coming back over and getting rid of the little spots that you see here. And you'll see that later. But redoing fireplaces is not something that we are new to by any means. In our previous home, we redid that main fireplace so many times. And I'm actually going to drop in a few photos of it in just a bit. But as far as putting this up, it was really, really easy. It can be a little messy, so you definitely want to make sure you got some drops. Some ram board is another product that we use. It's kind of like a really thick mix between like a cardboard and a paper. Really, really, really effective for all kinds of different projects, honestly. So this was our fireplace before at the old house. Very 70s. We had lava rock, and at the time we had zero budget. So I just took a little bit of leftover white paint and did a whitewash on the lava rock. And there were a lot of people that told me it would look horrible, it won't turn out, don't do it, you'll regret it. I did it, and honestly, I loved it. And a few years after having it, I decided to go in with a little bit of a concrete mix and kind of fill in between the joints. And I wish I hadn't, honestly, because this was before adding that concrete. And I actually preferred this over how it looked afterwards. Towards the end of it, we ended up actually going very, very dark, which totally changed the whole feel of the fireplace, but I ended up loving it. And that's actually where we left it, was this dark color when we sold the house last year before we moved. So definitely a lot of different ideas. As you can see, I love decorating seasonally. So if that's something that you're into, hit that subscribe button because there's definitely going to be a lot more of that coming up this year. If you look at some of my past videos, there's a lot of that as well. This was our bathroom actually at our old house, and we did a really cool floating mantle in that room as well, which was definitely the direction I wanted to go in with this new fireplace. And we are very, very fortunate that actually the neighbor of ours, he has his own lumber mill, and it was really cool because we were able to go down there and pick up our piece of wood that we wanted, and he milled it for us. We ended up going with a old piece of sinker cypress. We live in southern Louisiana, so it was very befitting. A beautiful, beautiful piece of wood that we actually didn't even need to stain. We only ended up putting a clear coat on it because the natural time of the beam was just, in our opinion, like amazing. And you'll see that here in just a minute. But as far as the different layers of thin set, this is, I think, after one, maybe two coats, and then we just kept going over it layer by layer until we kind of got the look that I was going for, and it is kind of like an off-white color, which was exactly the color I was wanting. And at some point I may decide to, paint this to kind of seal it. I haven't gotten to that point yet. Right now I'm just enjoying it in the stage that it's at, because it is leaps and bounds better than what it was. And we don't really use this fireplace, honestly. It's more aesthetic anyways, because we are in southern Louisiana. It's not really vital to have a fireplace. AC is definitely vital. As far as the hearth goes, we did do the hearth in the same manner, but we waited until last to do that just because with having to stand on it. So we started at the top and worked our way down, which I highly recommend if you are redoing any type of project like this. And here is truly my most favorite part of this whole project is this sinker cypress beam that our neighbor milled for us. It is so beautiful. Its diameter and size and all of that, it is about 93 inches long. The depth of it, like off the face of the stone, was about 10 inches, and the height is about 8 inches. So to get like a feel of the size. So we just had a little bit to trim off of each end to get it to fit exactly how we wanted. And like I said, we just sanded it and put on a clear coat in a satin, because the colors in it, I mean, it was just stunning. Like all the different grays and browns was just exactly the tone and everything that I was going for. Cypress is just such a beautiful type of wood. I love it. And so to mount it, we did a cleat on the fireplace face, and then Eric carved out a piece in the back, and that's how we actually physically attached it. And then to do the touch-ups, because we did notice that the metal trowel was leaving a little bit of like a scuff mark, I took just a simple rubber spatula, thinned out a little bit of that thin set, and just kind of went in and just kind of smoothed it out. And then for the line across the ceiling, we did some drywall mud, sanded that, and then just did a thin line of paint and just kind of blended the lines between the two so it wasn't a defined line. It just kind of seamlessly blended in. So here is how it turned out. I'm so beyond excited, and definitely had to throw in a little bit of fall aesthetic. So hit that subscribe button. There's going to be so many more before and afters. Feel free to stick around, check out more videos, and I can't wait to see what comes up next. Thanks for watching. Bye.